with Elegant Creations, and I'm here to do my Thursday tutorial. And I wanted to um, bring you an idea that I'm going to do this year. I have made the small little purses, but never made the big ones. And this is idea number 6 for craft shows. So I made 12, and excuse me, these hold the the full size Hershey bar. So these are my little purses, and I made a few. I made 12. So these are completed. The other ones aren't. I have some more completed. So I'm going to show you how I made these. So I put a little bow. And this little bow I got from Amazon. And it is a KS Crafts A2 card bow. And it comes in 3 different sizes. So the small, maybe you can see it. It's the small, the medium, and the large. And then it's got 2 layers. And so on some I put glitter in the back, or the what is it called? Metallic paper, the foil paper, and in the back, or in the foil paper in the front. A couple of them I put the glitter paper. So I just kind of tried to do a variety. So I went ahead and I'm going to make these for my class. I'm going to start teaching classes again here in where I live in New Mexico. So I wanted to do this as my first project. I'm going to show the ladies how to make. So I did these. And so these Hershey bars are expensive if you make a bunch. So what I was thinking maybe buying a pack. I think it's a pack of 6. And doing 6 with the candy bars and selling those. I think I'm going to sell for like $5. But then I'm going to make the rest of them, I'm going to put blank. So you could put money. Did I put one with money? Okay. So you can either put gift cards, candies, or money. You do have to fold it a little bit with the money. But they'll be perfect to put money in there. You can use them for just about anything if you don't want to put the Hershey bar. And some people might want different kinds of candy in there, different type of a bar. So I thought I'm not going to spend a lot of money on it. They can keep them lower price, maybe some for 2 or 3 blank, and then they can buy their own candy. Because if I buy it, I'll have to sell for $5. Because these are very pricey. I was looking on Amazon. I was looking at the stores. They're not cheap. So I thought I would do that. So I'm going to show you how I make these. But I'm going to show you all the ones I made. They came out really cute. So this one I did the Coco Chanel. And this one I did the Dior. Then I have one that says MK. I was just kind of making different ones. So I wanted to add the bow to it. Put like a little chain. And then I did the embossing folder. The one I bought, the one I bought on Amazon. I really like this one. It's real tiny. So I'll leave the link in the description box of where you can get that. And so this one I did a little different. Well, just the front. So I put the tag here and then put some bling that I had. And these ones I got all these beads we have a community center here, and they have a table, a giveaway table they call it, and my friend gave them to me. Somebody had brought some in. She saw them because she goes to yoga, and she called me and asked me if I wanted them, but it was like a whole bunch of a big strand of these in all different colors. And so I got those, and this one they didn't have black, so I had the bling, and I thought it was real elegant. So I'm going to make that one. And then I made a green one. I did have some glitter, so that's why I thought the glitter would be more elegant. And so then I did the Coco Chanel on the circle and then did the bow in the front. But I didn't emboss this one. Sometimes when you emboss them, I did do some of them in the front. It kind of makes the paper a little weaker. So I tried not to. do that embossing. And then I made, years ago, I had made these. They're very, very popular at my shows, but they take the little mini candy, the little mini bars. And I made a bunch. I mean, like 80 some or 100. It was a bunch. And I've been doing them for the last couple of years. Last year I didn't. I ran out of time and I didn't make any. Because I had made a whole bunch of some other little purses. But they take the little snack size. These aren't as expensive. These are a little bit more reasonable. But I bought a big pack, I think, at like Costco. So this fits just perfectly. So I'm going to show you how to do both of them. And they're exactly the same except different sizes. And then I just did the same thing with the bling. I have a lot of this bling that's just small pieces. So that's what I'm trying to use up. And so I did do this one. And again, that bead. And then this one, the gold. So I had a lot of little pieces of, well, actually, I do have a lot of little pieces of glitter. But what I did was I got a 12 by 12 on my glitter paper. And I cut one for the big one. And it gave me 4 small ones. So it was perfect. So that that's what I did. So that way I can, didn't have to use a whole sheet for this one. I ended up getting a big one. So here is the measurements. I'll do the large one first. The large Hershey bar. And there's a lot of videos out there, but I'm going to show you how I do mine. Excuse me, I'm sorry. 6 3/4 by 7 3/4. So I do a 1/2 inch. Okay, let me see. This first one I did was, is it a 1/2 inch? Yeah. 1/4 inch, and this one is a 1/2 inch. So I added to it because I want it just a little bit bigger. Okay, so 6 3/4 and 7 3/4. That's what you cut your paper, and then you score it 1 3/4 by 2 1/4, and then 4 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then I turn, and that's on the 7 3/4 side. Okay, and then on the 6 3/4 side, I score 1/2 inch, turn it, and then score 1/2 inch again. Okay. So then this is where you have to be kind of careful because this will be your front, and that's the part you cut. Okay, so you're just going to do all your score lines. And years ago, in a couple of years, I bought glitter paper from Michael's. They had like a clearance. And I had bought some before, the 12 by 12s. And when they had them like in those packs. And then I bought these. And so I stocked up on them. Okay, so this is my front. Because this is a shorter flap. So you're going to cut on this line and go all the way to the second line. Okay, because this is going to flap over and you want it to go all the way, and then you're going to cut that off. Okay, I'm going to cut that close. Oops, I think I need to cut a little bit more. I'll cut a little off of the line. I can't see. Okay. Then you're going to cut just up to the score line here, the sides. And this is pretty much the same type of box that I did with Post-it notes. It's just a long box, but it's exactly the same. Same method. I think those are thicker or wider or not as long. Okay, so really you can do this box with any size. Okay, so I'm going to use my glue gun. It seemed to work better than trying to find glue that works for glitter. So what I do is, oh, that's what I did. I went ahead and did my corners. My corner rounder broke, so I need to get me another one. So I just put glue on here. Then I brought this side up like this. Oops. Make sure you get it right before it glues down. just like that. My camera, I had it too low. So then you're just going to get your glue again, put a little dab, and you're going to bring this side forward because you want your seam to go the back. You don't want it to be in the front. Okay. The glue gun seemed to work better on the glitter paper. So I whipped up a whole bunch in one night, so they're real easy to make. I scored them, cut them and scored one day, and then the next day I just put them all together. So I think I got 12 of the big ones. So then you just, they don't take long at all, and the little ones are even faster. But they're the exact same thing, they're just shorter. So there's a little piece here, just cut that off. So there's your little box. Okay, so what I did was I took my hole puncher, it's a real tiny one, and I did a little hole. I'll do it on the white side so you can see. Just kind of towards the end. I did this on the small ones, and I didn't do that on the big ones. What I did was I made a bigger hole and then wrapped this beads around inside it, and then use my lighter to kind of melt it. But I kind of like this version. I did this in the small ones. So I'll kind of figured out how long I want it. And what I did was I melted the little beads. Okay, so I just got my lighter and kind of melted the beads. I forgot to bring my mask. Okay, so I just kind of flattened them just so I can glue them. The reason I wanted to do that because it sits. Okay, so then what I did was I just got my little, where the string is, put that through the little hole. It's going to take a little bit there. And that's going to sit like that. Okay, and then I just got my glue and put that inside. I'll clean that up. Bring this around and do the same thing. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to put that little seam where it connects through the line. So I cut a little line here just so I can insert that in. But it won't fall off if you glue it down. Okay. Oops. My finger. Okay, so you can do your Velcro. And then just bring that forward. And this is how your little purse sits. Isn't that cute? So it's really easy to make. They're not hard. They don't take long at all. And so then you can decorate it as you like. And so that's the big one. And then that fits the Hershey bar. Excuse me, perfectly. Okay, so I did the same thing with the small one, exact same process, just a little bit smaller. And these were really popular. One year, when I first saw them, I made them. I needed something quick and easy, and I did the glitter paper, and I sold them all in one show. I don't even know how many I made because I needed something for that show. So then I came home, made more. I think I probably made like 25 or so. So then I had to make more, so I've been making them ever since. Okay, so this is 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. On the 3 3/4 side, I did the 1/2 inch and the 1/2 inch. And then on the 4 1/2, I scored at 1 1/4 1 3/4, 3, and then 3.5. Okay, and so that will give you your half on the top and bottom. Okay, so I'm going to cut that. So like I said before, and this one I did run through the embosser, but it's a little thinner. Makes it thin. I'm going to cut this way. So you're going to cut all the way to the second score line. Okay, see? I'll just see things close up. Okay, and then I need to cut them. I'm wanting to go to Hobby Lobby and go see where I find me a corner rounder, not quarter. Okay, and then you just do your little cuts here, these little small ones. And you're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to go ahead and see if I could use the glue gun. I did some plain ones and I did some glitter because I didn't have any pink glitter or black glitter, so I did the regular paper because pink and black are very popular. And at this point you can do your hole punch. That's what I did on all these. I did them ahead of time. And this is a very tiny, oops, a little bit too close, but that's okay. Sorry. And then you're going to just put your glue on that side. So you can go back kind of on my video and see how long it took me from start to finish to put these together. It doesn't take long, once you get them all cut. And that's usually what I do, is I get them all cut first and then put them together and scored. I just kind of assembly line type of thing. Okay, so then I have my pink. Go ahead and put this through. I already melted it. And just glue that down. So if you have shows coming up or for the fall, these would be great. Because this candy is not so expensive, so it's kind of nice. And if you have Christmas paper or you want to do them in glitter or just plain paper, that would be cute. They sell pretty good. Sell probably for a couple bucks. Just so it's kind of a stocking stuffer type of thing, or just something that you want to give your coworkers. And that's what a lot of my customers said they want to give the coworkers. One little girl, she's my friend's daughter. She had 2 girls, and one daughter wanted a Coco Chanel purse. So I had made one that said Coco Chanel or the CC, and so she bought it. And she was joking. She was young. She was maybe like 14. And she said, I'm going to tell my sister I bought her a Coco Chanel purse. So she was going to give her the purse for Christmas. So I thought that was really cute. And so very easy. Very, very, very easy to make. And so you can embellish them any way that you want. You could put bows. You could put bling. Mine have the bling. Some of them I haven't finished them yet. I finished making them. I just haven't decorated them yet because I'm not sure how I'm going to do. I'll probably put bows or bling. And that's it for my project for today. I'm trying to look around and see if there was anything I missed. But this is project number 6 for craft shows. So this is a purple one. And then I made I just had some alphabets that I did those. I'm not sure, probably I'm not gonna make decorating like this for my craft show, because then everybody will be picky and wanting this one and that one, and do you have this one and that color, and I just don't want to do that, tempt them, so I'm not going to put the letters on there, but you can if you want to. I'm not sure how that works, so but I just do this for gifts and for teaching my class, so they can decorate it any way if they want, so I'm not selling them. So that's it for me, and I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you try it. These will make nice little gifts for your nieces or coworkers. You can put money, you can put gift cards, candy, just about anything you like. So thank you all, and have a good evening, have a good weekend, and thank you all so much for watching. Bye bye.